Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya, Sidegigcrafts. I am so glad you're here with me today. We are going to be playing to make a card. It's Finish It Friday, and I have had this on my desk all week, wanting to make it, and today's the day. So I have got out some different, I've got this Distress Oxide spray. I thought I had a mica spray, but I cannot, for the life of me, find it. So we're going to use this and see how it works. We're going to make a Santa. You guys, I got this die somewhere. Don't know. It was in my stash. And I think it's a belt or luggage belt or something. But wouldn't it make the perfect Santa suit? Look at this buckle. And then the belt. And then we've got buttons in here we could use. I just thought this would be a super cute card to make. So we're going to make our own red paper today, and if it doesn't work out, we'll do something different, but I want to try it. I want to use this lumberjack plaid and see if we can get some variations on color with that. So, oops. I'm not sure how it'll turn out. Like I said, I thought I had oxide ink, and I think I'd probably be, not oxide ink, mica spray, and I'd rather have that, but we're going to try. Actually, I have another product that I want to try too. We're going to swirl this around because I have a feeling this might turn out a little bit too pink for my taste. I'm not sure. Not sure. Goodness, that's dark, isn't it? Which is good. I'm just kind of using this scrap card here. I love this color. Here, let's put some water back down on here. Boy, that dried up quick. I feel like I just totally did that wrong for some reason. It dried up so quick. Like, quick. I guess we'll just cover it, huh? See how that goes? I don't want to waste that, though. Let's see how this goes. Kind of dab that on. Boy, I'm making a mess. I just woke up and I'm making a mess already. Got my coffee here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hopefully you'll be crafting today too. You guys, I am so excited. I did my first live yesterday. It was just a spur of the moment. So those of you, I know some of you were a little bummed you missed it, but it was just a spur of the moment thing. I promise. It wasn't something that I'd planned and you missed. It was a last minute decision. I've been wanting to do it for quite some time. But, you know, you get to that point and it's like, well, I don't know what to expect. When I hit that live button, then what? Then what do I do? And I thought, you know, there's no way to know unless I actually just hit the button. So I did, and we went live. And there were several people that came on while I was talking, and I love that. And then I figured out how to find the chat and talk back and answer questions, and it was just a lovely time. I loved it. It was so nice to get to interact with you, and those of you who were able to spend the time during that time, thank you so much for joining in and for being wonderful. And those of you who watched after, thank you too, because you're just as important. And I love to hear that you guys are interested in me doing that more often, because that's pretty cool. It was so fun. Then I got to give some things away. I got some stuff cleaned up off my desk. I'm thinking, for those of you who are interested in joining in, I plan to go ahead and do a live. I'm going to post it on my community page, the time, but I think this is oxide ink, oxide spray, yeah. It's not responding quite the way I thought it might. Maybe it's the paper. I don't know. This is interesting. It's got a texture to it, which, I mean, it's turning, there's a texture to the paper when it gets wet that I wasn't expecting. See, it's a smooth paper, but it's turning out bumpy, almost like watercolor. It's kind of cool. We're going to be going through on Saturday my daughter's sketchbook, her notebook. There are things in here that I can't show. We're going to block those out, but you guys are going to get to see Chloe's art. We made this strawberry together. You'll get to see Chloe's art on Saturday. So she brought her book up to share with me. so that you guys could see it, because we were talking about it yesterday. And you might have heard her mention the other day that there were some meanies that had commented on her art on her YouTube channel. And so I'll show you guys some of her art. I'm excited to share that. Really proud of her. Some of these corners are kind of funky. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. So if you want to check out Chloe's art, make sure to come on Saturday or watch for that announcement, because I will be posting that announcement probably today. I'll figure out what time. I'm thinking somewhere around 8 o'clock Central, maybe. Probably be good for me. I get out of work a little bit earlier that day, so I should be able to be free by then of anything going on. That's my thought. And be able to spend some time doing that with you guys. You know, free from laundry and all the things of the day. This is getting very textural. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm kind of feeling like I need to let this dry a little bit and then do some more. And I would get out my dryer, but I have other things I can do while I wait. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute. We're going to come back to it. I don't need it to be, will this work for my fingers? I don't need it to be too crazy, but I do want it to have some more texture to it, possibly. Let me see if I've got some wipies here. We're going to also use some texture paste. I want to see if we can make strips for like Santa's coat for the fuzzy stuff. I wish I had flocking, but I don't. So we're going to try the texture paste and see how that works. If I can get it to what's the word? A texture, I guess. That would be good for that. So let's wipe this up so we don't get red in our white accidentally or on purpose. Boom, clean. Look at that. I do have a little bit of a mess beside me, but it's not bad. I'm super, super excited about how my craft room is coming together again. It got out of hand there for a while, but we're coming back to a good place, so that's good. Coffee helps. Alright, so I want this to be a card size panel. We might as well cut it now because it's going to be big. It needs to be 5.5. I hope it cuts okay with its... Actually, I'm going to go down to just under 5.5. 4 1/4, right? 4 1/4, so I'm going to go down 1/8. Actually, this one is just wide enough, so that's good. Except it's not straight. Did I just cut that crooked? I totally did. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. I want to get... I need 2 strips. I need one to be Santa's coat this way, where the buttons would go. And then I need one to go across where the fluff would be at the bottom of the coat. So this one is way too thick. I guess they should be the same thickness. Let's go ahead and cut these together. I don't care about the measurement. I just, it's too thick. So let's go about there. I think that would be good. And then I guess we'll trim those up after the fact. So it'll go this way across, and this way. This will go down this way. Would that be cute? And then we'll put his belts will go here. So if that's the case, maybe I need to knock this all the way down to the bottom. Maybe just put a red stripe down at the bottom, just a little bit. And then put this here. That'll leave us space for buttons, and we can put our sentiment here if we want to. I think this will be cute. Okay, so my thought is Set that aside to dry. We're going to get out. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work. I am experimenting. Completely experimenting with our texture paste. So this is the expand paste. I was saying texture paste. I meant expand paste. Expand paste is a lot of fun. I love it for the snowy effect and all that stuff. But if you overheat it, you guys, it turns brown. It'll start tinting brown. So I have to be careful to get it. And if you don't heat it enough or long enough, it won't set. So it'll kind of smush back down like a uncooked cake. It'll just settle. So it's gooey. But my thought is, well, I guess I can put this underneath here. It's fine. My thought is that if we can just smear this on here, and actually I can hold on to this end because it's too long anyway. Smear it on here. You can't put it too thick either because then the stuff on the bottom won't set right. So you have to be careful. It's practice. That's what it is. So we'll just kind of smoosh some on there. It can be, you know, it can be lumpy and bumpy, not too thick, not too thin. And we'll just kind of do this and see how this works out. If this doesn't work out, we'll try again until we get it right. But I think this is going to make the proper Santa coat. Let me wipe this off. Set this on top so my heat doesn't affect it. And let's see how we do. Let this go for a minute or so, a few seconds at least. And let's watch. This is one of my favorite pastes to watch. And just watch the change as it goes. It's going to start sagging. Let me get it this way. I think you guys can probably still see it there. Look at the change. You see it popping? I love that effect. Is that cool or what? Alright, what do you guys think of that stuff? Isn't that amazing? It did get a little scorched right there. I think I'm not going to worry about too much about that because if I distress it, it'll add a little bit of it too anyway. So I'll just go for a distressed Santa look. But you think that'll work for a Santa suit? I think it will. Isn't that cool? Alright, so let's do it again. This is still really, really wet. I'm going to probably have to use my dryer and fix that and finish that. So let's do it again on this one. Definitely love this paste, especially this time of year. There's so many things you can do with it. Like I said, you have to be careful with it, but to make it still stay like snow and not overheat it. It's easy to overheat. Yeah, obviously, because I just did. Not intentionally, but pretty cool stuff. If you don't have this in your toolbox, in your arsenal, you should get it. This one has lasted me, this jar has lasted, actually I haven't even, well, it has a little sealer on it, but this has lasted me, I think, 2 years now. And it's still nice and juicy, like it's supposed to be. It works really well. Let's not leave that on there. Alright, I'm going to let this one just puff on the paper. Let's do it again. Like magic. Isn't that awesome? Alright, I'm wondering if I'm scorching it because I've got the gun too close, which is very possible. This isn't done right here. Hold on. There it goes. Look at that. It's growing even more. I think I just didn't have it done. I'm so worried about burning it, I didn't finish. Let's make sure it's all done. Whew, see, I burnt it again. Doggone it. That's awesome. Okay. Like I said, I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to go ahead and make it look distressed anyway. But let's dry this up real quick. Let's get it from underneath. We'll get it from the top. Alright, good enough for now. Well, let's see. This one's going to go across this way. This one's going to be this way. We're going to dinge up the edges so it kind of brings in that distressed look. Now, I need the belts. I'm almost wondering if for the belt part, I just use this part. Because that way it doesn't have to go over the fuzz. That'll work well. I've got a magnet sitting on the edge of my desk and everything keeps sticking to it. It's funny. I'm not trying to do that. Let's put this back away. Thank you, Expand Paste. You've done your job today. Actually, that's great. That will work really well. Okay, now what I think we're going to go ahead and get out the Sidekick. I could have probably cut these out before, but guess what? I forgot. So, we'll do this. It won't take about a minute or two. Not a lot to cut. I can actually do this at once. If this turns out super cute, I think I'm going to make a bunch of them. You guys can let me know what you think, if I should make a bunch of them or not. I don't think I'm going to need the full length of that belt anyway, so if it doesn't go all the way across, that's okay. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so there's the pieces. There's the pieces of that. And then we need the buckle and the little hook. Let's see, I've got some more golds, and I had some gold paper that I pulled aside, but I'm afraid that I might not have pulled it aside. So let's see. That's it. Oops, I don't need a big piece of that. Just a little piece of that. Because Santa's belts would not be complete without a gold buckle. A magical gold buckle. I don't know how to make it magical, but we're going to pretend it is. Let's put that there. That's all I need, just that little spot right there. And this one. And with all that texture, I feel like that belt is not substantial. And if I feel like that belt is not substantial, I'm not going to probably feel like this is substantial either. I might have to double up on those just to make them look. I don't need that piece anyway, I don't care. Okay, let's do that. I just feel like I need to do that. One more time. Now for the buckle, I'm just going to use white cardstock behind it because I don't want to waste, I don't have a lot of that color or the metallic paper, so I'll just put a piece of scrap white behind there. I think that will be just fine. Oops, that didn't cut so good that time. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let's toast, and let's put just a piece of this scrap back behind that buckle. Make sure that cuts through. There's a little bit of that Expand Paste on the paper. Just make sure it cuts real well. Get those out. I don't need the little one, but I do need this one. Okay. Alright, I think that's it for those. We'll put this away. We may or may not need it again. Probably not. I think we're good. Alright, buckle those out. Let's see. Oh, the buttons. We could do the buttons. I didn't think about the buttons. We may not do buttons. I don't remember seeing buttons on Santa's coat. Do you guys remember seeing buttons there? I mean, I guess we always knew they were there, but I don't remember seeing them. So I don't think we'll do buttons. All right. There we go. Did you all take pictures with Santa when you were little? I've got some really funny pictures of me and my brother with Santa. Got some awesome ones with my kids with Santa. It's not something we did well, we might have done it every year. I don't know. I don't have pictures for every year. But that doesn't mean we didn't do it every year. It just means somebody else got the pictures, I guess. I don't think we did it every year. But I've got some funny ones, that's for sure. There were 2 there. Okay, well, whatever. I was probably screaming in half of them. I think I was that screaming kid. One we all laugh at. Yeah, that was me. I just have a thing about people in costume. It's like, oh, weird. Maybe that's my thing with Halloween. Maybe that's what it is. People in costumes. So what you doing in there? I've never even been that enamored like at Disneyland with that stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a fan. It's like, what do you look like under there? I know it's just a costume, but I do find it a little creepy. Not gonna lie. Yep, even at Disneyland, a little creepy. Do you guys feel like that too? I don't know. It's just weird. It's like getting excited, but you know it's not really Mickey Mouse. It's a person wearing a costume. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, now that I've grown up, I feel like some of those, like Disney and stuff, it's kind of lost its magic a little bit for me. And I know that's not the case for most people, but now I just go there and try to figure out how things work or how they manage their crew or, you know, that's not how you're supposed to be. But I go in there with an analytical point of view, and I really shouldn't do that. It's not how it's supposed to be at all. But that's what I do. Yep. Leave it to me. Ruin Disneyland. All right, let's see here. The hook, let's see, this would go, how would this actually go on the belt? This would go through this way. It would come up from the bottom. It would come up this way, right? If it was real, I mean, if it was really a belt. Like that. It doesn't need to be realistic. I just want that pokey part to come out the right way. Yep, it would go that direction. No, because then if you pull it, then it would flip back this way, right? So it should go to the other direction, I think. If I'm thinking properly, it would come out this way. Oops, let's see, put this way, this way. Am I wrong? Am I right? Which way does a belt go? I need to go get one. I don't even have a belt. Good grief. I feel silly looking this up, but image of belt. I'm going to have to, because it's going to bother me if it's wrong. Image of belt. So it goes towards the main body, not the end. Okay. So it goes this way. This way. then that's what we will do. So let's go ahead and glue that one in place. Because I would look at it later and go, that's wrong. See, it's the analytical part of me. Oopsie. Just hold it there for a second and not fuss. Okay, and then this one will go this way. I want to go ahead and cut this one a little bit short so that this one can show. This is going to be really cute, I promise that. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, let's go ahead and glue these down because I really can't do much else until this is set. Oops, I glued way too far up, but that's okay. Push that down. Kind of eyeballing everything. That about there. I was going to distress ink it before I put it on there, but that's okay. We'll still do it. Here's for something else. Put this on here. I want to see if I can find some of that flocking. I think that'll be really cute. Oh, I should have raised that up a little bit for the belt. How can I fix that? Because it's already stuck down. I guess, oh, you know what would be cute? Let's see if I can pick that up. That's okay. It'll be covered anyway. We'll just go up just a little bit. Oh, I'm not going to be able to. Well, that'll work though. That'll work. Oh, there's a little bit of a bare spot. I gotta go up. There's going to be a little bare spot down here though, I'm afraid. I'm going to go right here. Might have to fix that a little. That wasn't so hard. Things I'm learning for the next one, huh? And then, because that belt is big, so it needs to be, but good thing I have a little piece of this I can put on there. We'll just fit that in there. In fact, I can still lift that up. Yup, that's what we'll do. Even has glue on the back of it. That's awesome. There. And then this one should fit just fine. And honestly, as long as I have the beginning of that and the end of that glued down, I'm solid. Yes. Solid right there. And right here. my gosh. How cute is that? This is so fun. Okay, so here's what I want to do to finish this off, though. I do need to distress it. I'm going to go with a light distress because we don't want Santa to look dirty. We just want it to be, you know, aged a little. So we'll go around. I'm going to skip the white parts because that's not necessary. But let's get these edges here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I can definitely see a little tinge to that. Not the white parts. There's already a tiny, remember from the heat gun, there's already a tiny tinge of that on there. So we don't need to add anything to that. Oh, yes. Now there's something else I want to add to this because Santa has a magical belt. And Santa is magical anyway. We're going to add some gold. Maybe. Oh man, is it coming out? Yes, there we go. Probably need more. We're going to add just a little gilding wax to the edges here, just to shine it up. Oops, make sure that Santa is looking spiffy. And I kind of messed that up a little bit, didn't I? But you know what, we'll just make it work. And even on his belts, especially on his belt, I want a little bit of that. And I think I'm going to have to glue that buckle down just a little bit more because it's moving a lot. We'll just kind of get that around there. There we go, Santa. There's your magic belt. I'll come back and glue that in a minute. Put some gilding wax on there. I love the gilding wax in part because it adds the shine, but also because it also makes it look a little more distressed too. I think it's fun. Adds a little more character and interest. You don't want to blob it on there. I got a couple spots where I blobbed it. I haven't been practicing my gilding wax techniques lately. We're going to kind of put a little bit in here just like it, you know, like it's supposed to be. Like it's supposed to be there. Okay, and then go back, we're going to glue this down. And to do that, I'm just going to put a little tiny glue right there. Simply. And right there. We're going to get that little spot off there. Okay. Make sure that that's nice and glued in place without any seepage. Yes, I like it. I think that's cute. Do you guys like that? It's right there. Get the paste off of there. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, now what else do we need to add? I don't think I'm going to add the sentiment to the outside of it. I think we're going to add it to the inside of the card. In fact, I don't even have a sentiment ready. In fact, I don't even have a base ready. What the world? I think I have a base nearby though. Let's see, do I have one in here? I think I do. But these might be too small. Are these too small? They're perfect. So here's what I'm going to do though. They are a perfect size for a base, but I want a gold, I think I want a gold frame around it. Wouldn't that be cute? Put the gold behind there. Let's see. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so this one we cut to 4 by 5 1/4. So this is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. out. That's an awful lot. That's an awful lot to waste of that paper, isn't it? Okay, so here's one of the things you can do. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to walk away. But anyway, you can cut this square out so it just frames it. Or bite the bullet and just give it up. Give up the gold. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, we're going to give it up. But you definitely can. And then just use it as a frame instead of, cut out the center so you can use it for something else. Oh, I'm just not going to worry about it today. Make sure that's nice and straight as possible before that glue starts to set. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to see if I wonder if I can distress this gold paper or if it'll just wipe off. Isn't that cute? Should I make more of these? I like it. I think they'll get cuter and cuter with practice. Let's see if I can distress that. I don't know. I don't know if that'll work. If all else fails, it'll just wipe off, right? And it doesn't do anything. Which makes sense. It's a shiny paper. But you know what we could do, which would also be fun, or not. Where's my little distress tool? I don't know. Let's try this. Actually, I want to try it on here first. How well does this work? Should I do that? Nah, let's just leave it. Let's just leave it alone. We could, but then we're putting it on white paper, and that's just, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna have the effect I want, or that I'm looking for. And honestly, I just made that the exact same size as the card base, which may or may not be a problem, but certainly wasn't my intention. I was trying to make it a little bit smaller. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take just a little bit of that off. Just a little. Well, maybe not. That's not going to work. But I do have Grandma's scissors. Do I dare? I'm going to try. Oh, I just want to go straight across. Just a sliver. I should have added like just 1/8 of an inch instead of a quarter. That's okay. See how this goes. Is that better? It's just a sliver. I wanted the white to show just a little bit. We're closer. All right, let's see if we can. Make this one looks wider. Apologize if I'm off screen. Concentrating. Trying not to ruin it. That's better. That's way better. I can see the white now around it. That's what I wanted. Okay, we're good. We're good. Whew. Ooh, that was scary. I'm going to use wet glue so I can smooth it out, move it if I need to, for a quick moment. So if you guys have a belt in your die stash, this could be a fun way to do it. Or you could make it. I mean, it's not going to be, it wouldn't be that hard. You could just make strips of black and cut a belt buckle. That wasn't hard. Don't really need the dies, honestly. The die is cute, but, and then you can get some expand paste or something else. Make a little, you know, coat out of it. That was fun. That was fun. So I'm using what I've got today, and I hope you guys will use what you have today. Make something fun. I hope I've inspired you somewhat to get out your toys and play. Give it a go. Give it a try. Give something, you know, something new, something different. Get out some things that you haven't played with for a while and make something fun for Christmas. I think this is going to be a great card. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is it for today. I just wanted to finish what I had started over here and, you know, get done one of my ideas and have some fun. Hope you love it. I know I do. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.